So hey, I decided to wear a hat because I actually got a haircut. See,
I always wear one. See, because I'm there already.
no, because I said to myself, hey, you just need to get a haircut. That's why these hats don't fit. And then when I get a haircut, certain hats actually do fit, so I don't feel so weird about it. And this morning, waking up, I said to myself, you know what?
Hmm.
I'm not combing my hair. I like my hair short, and I'm just gonna go on there and show Arnel that we're united. You were a united duo, and I also love hats.
Wonderful, fantastic.
Where Chika meets Chaching. Chika2Chaching.
You were telling me a story about the paper products opportunity. I wrote down here. I don't know if that's still fresh in your mind and if
Oh
that's something
yeah.
you want to
No,
tackle.
I have a friend who discovered that in this society of ours currently, with all the technologies that we have at our disposal, and by the way, I hope I'm coming in clear. I just want to make sure I'm coming in clear, right, Arnell?
Yeah, you sound good. Sound
Okay,
good.
good.
I might
Thank
need a
you.
better microphone moving forward. I
No,
read the previous thing. It's kind of like I'm too far away, so I don't know if I need to get closer.
no,
But
you just
anyways,
need.
we'll figure that out,
Yeah,
right?
I just think you need just a little bit closer, but you sound good. I can hear you perfectly. Like I said, since we're attracting people with our voices, not with our looks, so we should do. I'm just kidding.
Did you see the images generated right for the channel? I thought they were hilarious, but I think that was fantastic.
No, I love that. By the way, the picture, whoever did that, I said to myself, God, why didn't I think of it? That's cool. Just totally, decrease my age so many years. It's so fantastic. I love that. Anyway, okay, so it's still very fresh in my mind. What I was trying to allude to was that in this generation or this time in our society where technology is king in many ways, it's text, it's email, it's short videos or whatever. This friend of mine went old school, and he's noticing that there are people who are actually going back to certain way of doing things, like writing maybe a postcard or organizing things manually, or using more paper and pen. And this guy is not, like in his 20s, at least I don't think so. It's just that he's an e-commerce player, and he's noticing that with people he sold like an organizer to somebody, and people he posted, I think it might have been on Etsy, and he's doing well. So now he's looking for different types of paper products that could be unique and sold, sort of like something that I forget that store. Anyway, he's just looking for paper products.
So are the paper products to be sold in the United States or in the
Well,
Philippines?
he's got an online, so he's going to be selling it to the United States, but he wanted it something sort of unique. And I was talking to him about Philippine products or people who make it there. But I
Mhm.
guess the paper product is more aligned with, things that, like stationery, something unique, like a
Okay.
stationery. Yeah.
So for our kababayan, right, back home. So if you're listening to this or know somebody that's in that industry, reach out to Ferdinand or I, right?
Mhm.
DM us on our channel. And of course, we'll put all of our email information on the description of the videos and whatnot. Yeah, reach out to us, see if we can connect you to this opportunity. So this is the cha-ching part of it, right?
Mhm.
Of the Chika. So no, you're right. A lot of it with all of these technology, sometimes we have so much to do list. I myself, I'm old fashioned. I still use, notepad. See, you know what I mean? I'm still writing stuff. Even my team, I tell them just any scrap paper, cut them in pieces and stuff. Post-it notes. It's. I don't know. I just, maybe that's how it is. It's kind of going back to that. It's too
Yeah.
much technology sometimes, but but there's a market for it. We
Yeah.
see it
Well,
a lot.
the thing is, remember when like Filipino party napkins had designs that looked like they were photocopied from the 90s? Not
Mhm.
anymore. The paper, the paper product, I think, is really evolving. I heard that there's like one Sari Starry store like in the US, started stocking like unique Filipino themed notebooks, and now even like non-Filipinos are buying them because I feel like a lot of Filipinos, they love anything personalized. Imagine like custom paper bags with salamat po on them, like a vibe.
Yeah.
So like Coke, Coke is doing that with all that stuff that they're putting in there. You see that? They personalize it with certain phrases or whatever on the label.
Yeah, and they even now they put some players' information, so it depends where you're at. Like in Houston Astros, for example, the basketball players, like for a limited time, they release all of these things and they get sold out because of the fans. To your point, personalizing something, makes you be part of that collection per se. If you are a collector,
Yeah,
but it is coming back.
yeah.
Or I think it's always been here. We just never noticed it because it was part of ours. But
Well,
as an entrepreneur, I think it's a great idea.
I think this is more like still on the Chika side because now we're really talking about the money, but I think where society comes in, to me, I feel like moving forward, being a certain demographics, right? It never left me, but I feel sort of like I get this feeling from people that as much as technology has helped us in many ways, especially with with AI, I feel like at the
Mhm.
end of the day, there's going to be a point where people either want to take a break from it or just want to give a percentage of it and devote their lives to that and still want to have that touch because y- you know I I get concerned when people aren't technically talking anymore, and then when they talk, it's a little bit of agitation or impatience with each other. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think that stems from a lot of being impersonal and not knowing the other person's plight. If we're gonna do a little bit more Chica, I was reading this morning to prepare for this thing. There's so many things on the news right now, but the one thing that stuck to my mind about being personalization and thinking about all this stuff, and I don't want to get off topic, but in discussion regarding Superman, I love Superman ever since I was a kid. I've taken a lot from all the reviews and from all the things that are going on in the world. I feel like at the end of the day, it has that movie might actually define certain thing or use it as always a discussion now and not just a superhero movie, which is amazing.
Did you get a chance to watch it yet?
Here's the funny part: I haven't. I was supposed to watch it Saturday, but just from my discussion with my sons when they saw it, they came off of it with a lot of thoughts and making them reflect on a lot of things.
Yeah, I saw it with the family on Sunday.
Mhm.
We were down in Florida. I drove back yesterday, um, and it's very intense. It's one of those things that you want to watch it again, right?
Mhm.
Because in the beginning you're confused. Why is this happening? Or there's so many. Not to give the movie away, but you
Spoiler
got,
alert.
yeah. It's got some topics in there that's gonna that's gonna what is the main thing there that's gonna press your button type of questions and stuff. So but you want to watch it again, because it's just so many moving parts. It's wonderful, and it's something that we're looking forward to watching it again actually.
Mhm.
And then we even stayed afterwards, right? And because Marvel, like when they do the credits,
Conditioned you already.
yeah, it's like okay, what's coming up next? And there's a surprise at the end. A lot of people leave, but then there's a quick surprise at the end, about Superman.
Nice.
Anyways, I'm just gonna plant that seed out there. So if you guys haven't seen it
No,
yet,
I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
yeah,
to me, the reason why I brought it up in our conversation is because these are the times when we all are thinking about that. Like, we need to communicate and talk to each other. And then one of the things, like I said, in revolving this paper, going back to that topic, is that there's a little bit more personalization. I think at the end of the day, that we need to sort of lean on, and a lot of people are looking for that. And my friend just discovered that niche for that product because he thought, well, um, there's got to be something about that why people are buying these things. I mean, I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of I have a father-in-law whose garage is full of a lot of old school stuff. Maybe I should just clean them up and sell them, in regards to staplers, organizers, Rolodex, and things like that. I thought it was funny.
We like paper products though because we love, as humans, we love documentation,
Yep.
right? We like to document stuff. When you're a kid, you have a journal, you have certain keepsake on your notebooks that you hold dearly because your children filled them out or used them, and you're kind of like, hey, what was their thought that day? So that's kind of difficult now. Well, not difficult, I guess, when you're in the electronic world. I guess you can do that in photos. I took photos of or recorded photos of things because they just accumulate in boxes, right? You know what I mean? So I'm like, I need to digitize some of these
Oh
things, and
yeah.
I did that and just kind of put it on, put it on Facebook or one of those Google Drive. So just in case I'll need them later on.
No, I
But
completely agree. I completely agree.
yeah,
I have a lot of them. I mean, I think my wall, I could create a wallpaper. I mean, I haven't discovered it yet, but I wonder if they have wallpapers that are customized of all your memories. Can you imagine a room full of
imagine
your?
that, right?
Yeah, can you imagine your room? I mean, they do it with blankets, and sheets and stuff like that. I seen that where everybody's pictures are just put on this blanket. I know someone who has a blanket and it's made up of their kids' um,
Well,
pictures.
those big wrap company, they wrap cars and
I
stuff.
guess.
When I was in the Philippines, they use a lot of the vinyl advertising, right?
Hmm.
Stuff. And there was one that I saw that had this huge printing machine that literally you can do that. I guess if you prep your wall enough and you put your, let's say, a picture, your favorite photo and stuff, and you can enlarge it, and because it's a giant sticker. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? So you can customize your favorite scene or your family portrait and whatnot, right?
Hmm.
Hey, that's another advertising there because over here we see them at the airports where they plaster. They put it on the side of a wall. While you're walking down the in the airport and stuff for advertising. So it's this
Hmm.
kind of vinyl idea, right? That you can target residents or residential homes, and you just basically ship it to them in a roll and stuff. When I had my office in Virginia, it was next to a gym, and that's exactly what she did. Is she ordered, to save money, obviously. She's a solopreneur. And yeah, she just ordered it online, and she just got up there with a ladder, and she put it on, and I asked her, I'm like, how much was that? She's like, oh, it was only like $38, but a company was gonna come
That's
out
cheap.
and yeah, you know what I mean. It was just a simple sticker right on the awning and stuff. But if somebody came out and to do it for her, it would have been like 150, $200 because you have a service tech that's gonna come out and labor and transportation and stuff. So
Mhm.
she was just starting up, so she was doing everything, and I thought that was very good, just based on research stuff that she did online. But that was years ago. Just imagine now, there's probably a ton of products out there for some of you looking to start that kind of a business or add it to your value added service.
Well,
Yeah,
I think a lot of those type of products would be amazing. You just have to figure out an idea and how to market them. But when you were talking, I had to bring this up and show um, the graphics that your team created, and I have to give credit to Enzo. Enzo, you're amazing. I love this. I love the 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 branding that you did. I like it. I mean, maybe we can discuss it a little, hover over this a little bit longer because I want to give Enzo credit for it because I think it's great, more than a great start. Okay,
hmm
because what I like about it is, okay. By the way, for those who may not be, you can't see the video, but I'm looking at our potential logo or for each of
episode
our
one.
episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for introduction. If you're seeing it, and you should see it, it says Chika2Chaching, and the way I would describe it is, again, the words Chika2Chaching with different, red and blue color, but it has little icons in each spaces of the letters, which I think it's appropriate because we can go off on a lot of tangents, right? So to me, that represents that. represents all the different topics that we can talk about. But I like the placing of it. I like the colors. I mean, for this, if we decide to change that's not the point. I just love the idea that the concept of the different topics, so we can talk about the culture, money, global. I mean, it's all there. So good job for Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo, that it's kudos, man. I mean, shout out to Enzo, and he does so many things for our organization, and he always amazes me. And I always kind of let him loose, on some ideas of what we're thinking about, but then he takes it beyond. You know what I mean. And I think once we kind of finalize what we're looking at, we need to invite Enzo in one of our session.
Oh yeah,
Just kind of just pick his brain.
this is a good start, and every company needs an Enzo, where it's great that there are people that will follow what you're going to say, and that there are people who have creativity and just sort of let them loose on that. And as long as he knows that it's about coming together to create something universal for everybody, but somebody has to always have that idea. And I think he for what we're trying to achieve with everything that he has there, I think it's good. So
Yeah, just for those folks, Enzo works with us at Consulter Inc. Group. He's part of our social media coordination team. We provide a lot of other services, and one of those is branding, obviously. So you guys get to see his work live. I believe when you watch on YouTube, this is kind of formatted for that, so you can actually probably see it. But
Yep.
things are gonna change and update as Bong and I are putting this channel together. So if you guys have any suggestion, message us. We'd love your input.
And speaking of that, sometimes these tangent thoughts come to mind, and it reminds me. But for those who maybe have just tuned in, again, my name is Ferdinand Bong Soriano, and I am the founder of Emporium, as well as the Bayanihan Commerce Network. And my good friend here, Arnel, decided, hey, you know what, why don't we do something together and make something interesting and more fun in terms of format, and then be informative, but do a little chica, gossip, talk, whatever you want to call it. But I'm joined here today by my good friend, who's becoming a good friend in terms of the vibe and the spirit, and that's what is propelling us to keep doing this, because we share that same spirit. So Arnel, I mean, you want to say a little bit about yourself, man, so for those who just tuned in.
Yeah, again, my name is Arnel Ryan, founder of Consulter Inc. Group. We provide a lot of consulting services for startups or already fully established company, not just in branding, consultancy, FDA, USDA, import, export, software systems, you name it. It's a 360 degree. So, and you're gonna hear that throughout this chicas with Bong, of how we can connect some of these things. But if you guys have any questions at all, just let us know. We're here to assist you. If we can't perform it for you, we'll refer you or guide you to the right direction. For you to accomplish your goals and things like that.
All right, now that you got a little bit of figure out who we are, with a little flavor of who we are about, then let's continue with the Chika mixed in with the Chaching. But let me go ahead and let's go finish off this amazing thing that Enzo did. I mean, he did the logo, but he also did, I thought that was funny. I mean, there's a lot of practical applications to this. When you meet an Enzo, then you take care of him. Okay, because he does, people like an Enzo does a good job, and I think he did a good job, especially the second one with the visual of AI generation. I mean, as much as I like to say that's a good picture, it's still something that I thought it was amazing when there's a picture of us talking. And Enzo was kind with me. I'm not going to say anything for you, but he was kind with me with the suit and the hair and the positioning. I love this image that he created, and I think that spells it all. I think in the end, if you're watching this video too, you can see that there's a lot of room for this Arnel, where we can put our logo in the middle and then put some products on the table. I don't know. What do you think? Just for a clear
Oh yeah,
visual.
no, definitely. He was just yeah. On that note, he's very kind to you, and then on my side, I'm like the hobo down the street.
No, you're not a homo, bro.
Love it, love it.
That's your look.
That's
I
my
mean, that's
AI
part of
version. Yeah.
yeah, man. That's your look. I
So
think you did a good job, especially with your beard.
I know, right? I mean, it's. I just can't believe that I had. It's all silver fox now.
Yep,
I was
I
like, oh,
like
should
it.
I dye it black? You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, it's all good.
No, no,
It
no.
is
I
what it
mean,
is.
look at my receding line there. My forehead outshines your your beard. So, well, I need some of your beard to put on my forehead.
You know what? It's just how how our DNA is, right? It's kind of some folks they keep their hair, and some of us lose it when we're in our 30s.
Yeah.
Some younger, right? So it's amazing.
Well, we
But yeah,
just
going back to the image, I think it's awesome. I mean, where all these technology now
Mhm.
is available, and we have somebody in our team that can capitalize on it and have the creativity, to take advantage of that. So I mean, for me, it would have been like, hey Bong, let's fly fly in a certain studio and get a day of, what I mean,
Mhm.
and we got to do this, we got to do that, and this happened, you know I don't
No.
know how long, instantly, or it's
Well,
AI, right? It's that's scary, man. It's just there.
I
Or
just like the idea that your team is able to provide these type of services to Philippine supplier, for anybody really.
Mhm.
You guys are pretty amazing that you can provide all this stuff. At the end of the day, a lot of Philippine suppliers or the people that I work with could use this, and I think our platform is a good way to show them what you can do, because instead of just telling them what you can do. So yeah, again, kudos to Enzo and the team for being able to do something like this, bro.
yeah, that's just one part of it and stuff. Preparing to go to market, right?
Mhm.
I think that's what it's just how to prepare for the U.S. market specifically. So I wrote that down because throughout the day, um, we encounter a lot of challenges for our clients of how to just get their product to the market. And this could be, for the Philippines, it could be for another country. But at the end of the day, it's like, what do you need to do to get it? You got your formula squared away, your product packaging, right? You got your demographics that you're looking to hit. And then, what is the next step, right?
Where Chika meets Chaching. Chika2Chaching.